In the Western episode, Jack accidentally kills someone. Can you talk a little bit about how that's going to impact him going forward after that?
Jack at this point is really naive to the world, and to kind of get his first taste of being responsible for something so terrible really weighs on him and throws him in a direction that he's not ready for. And that's going to lead him to kind of make his next decision, next kind of progress of where Jack is moving forward, is him taking on that kind of darkness that he wasn't really ready for yet.
Yeah, in that episode at the end, he leaves because of what happened.
Yeah.
Can you talk about sort of what we might see of him on his own? Is he working solo?
Working would be I think working's a good way to put it. He's definitely trying to figure himself out, and because of the guilt of what happens in Tombstone, really pushes himself forward because he's so guilty and messed up for hurting this person that was innocent.
We saw in the Western episode, I think it was, Jack was very impressed that he could move the pencil, and obviously sort of working towards this idea that he can open up the dimensional rift and try to get their mother back. Are we going to see him sort of really try to attempt that again, or has that not happened yet?
Going forward, you are definitely going to see Jack try to do that. He knows ultimately the thing that's driving Sam and Dean is their mother. And the way that Jack can be of service to them, I think, is to open that up and help, Sam and Dean complete their journey in a way.
Did seeing his own mother in the episode maybe help him understand why they want to get their mother back so much?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody on this show is kind of dealing with loss in a way, and all the characters have experienced so much of it. Jack, even from the onset, is still dealing with the loss of never knowing his mother, and then my search for, his dad, right? So he is definitely connected to the boys that way, just solely based on, their search for something. Seeing his mom was obviously really impactful. I don't know, he gets it,
We talked about, Jack going off away from his family at the end of this episode. Are there other characters who he might be interacting with that you can tease, or is he completely on his own?
When Jack goes away from them, he is definitely on his own. It's about his search for his father and his search for figuring himself out. Down the line, though, we're definitely going to see Jack interact with some fan favorites, I'll say.
Depending on what's happened or what you can tease, or could you speculate, how might Jack react to coming face to face with Lucifer, given sort of that he's kind of turned his back on him and claimed another family?
I don't know. Number one, I hope the writers don't tell me, but I just think for him, it's even if you never got to meet your father and you took on your adopted family, there's got to be that curiosity and that desire, and on some level, to want to know this person, even just understand who you are better. So I think that's part of Jack's search.
Jack is obviously a high-value target. The angels want him. The new king of hell wants him. How much danger is he in once he leaves the Men of Letters bunker? What kind of foes are after him?
I mean, 13 seasons in, I think pretty much any time they leave the bunker, everyone's in danger at all times. What would be the fun otherwise? Yeah, Jack obviously having all these powers and, being this important to everyone in the world. Anytime I leave, it's kind of like pretty high stakes for everyone. If the angels get me, what'll happen? If Sam and Dean lose me, what'll happen? Who knows what I'll do on my own. So, danger all around, I guess.
With a character who has so much power, the way you describe it, he's doing all these things to try and please them. He's obviously kind of looking for a father figure a little bit in Cass. What happens if a character this powerful and this kind of insecure starts to feel rejected?
Good question. I I think that's a really dangerous place for Jack, because the thing he wants more than anything is belonging. That's why he's attaching himself to to Jared and Jensen, Sam and Dean so much, because he wants a family and he wants to belong. So I mean that's a great point. I think if there is that rejection, that things could really go south. But I hope that's not the case.
So last season, Cass sort of decided to protect Jack because he talked about this idea of paradise on earth, like he saw a vision of something like that. Does that get brought up again? Like, what is it about Jack that could lead to that?
I say this without knowing his entire capabilities, but I think Jack has enough power that he can potentially balance out these universes, all these evils, all these goods. I think Cass and Sam and Dean hope that Jack can maybe restore some sort of peace, I guess. Maybe be a counterpart to Lucifer in that kind of world.